where the lifestyle had caught up with the income. So no matter how hard I worked, I found myself living check to check, and even some months living check behind the check. Now I don't know if you guys can relate to that, but that was a very frustrating place because I did everything I was told to do. So I just found myself at a point where I was open, I was looking, I was even saying I was praying that God would show me something to help me take my family to the next level of life. Because I could never figure out how am I gonna never get ahead if I'm barely keeping up. And this is what I realized. If you ask God the right way for the right thing and you are ready for it, then God will bless you. But you have to be ready to receive the blessing. And that particular day I was ready. Because not only did he put me in the right environment, he put me around the right people. People that can really show me and teach me how to create success. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to have a very, very similar conversation, right? But this is what I want you guys to do. Do me a favor. As we go through this conversation, don't judge me, okay? Don't judge the way I dress. Don't judge the country way I talk. I'm from Georgia. We have a southern twang down here, okay? But more importantly, judge the information and ask yourself three simple questions. Number one, does this make sense? Does this conversation make sense in the economy that we're living in right now? Number two, do we have a viable solution that anyone can implement? And number three, can you do it? If you can answer yes to all three of those questions, not only are we going to make a lot of money together, we're going to help a whole lot of people in the process. So if you guys are okay with that conversation, do me a favor and give me a thumbs up just so I can be sure you guys are still hearing me. And if you're not familiar with the thumbs up, it's a little reaction button that you can actually push because I see a lot of you guys got your pretty pictures up and don't want to show yourself. It's okay, I understand. You know what I'm saying? I ain't do my hair this morning either, so we working on that, right? So this is the thing. Even in having this conversation, like I mentioned, it's really important the people that you get to build and associate yourself with. One of my mentors said that if you show me your friends, I can show you your future, right? So with this company, we get an opportunity to link up and join arms with people that are doing some phenomenal things. And one of the gentlemen that's going to help me with this conversation today is what I call a true leader's leader. Ms. Javon Rowland not only has implemented everything that we work through with this company, so he is a product of the system. He's also helped people across the country and has an organization building in about 3 or 4 different states right now, right? So he's going to help me facilitate this conversation. Is that fair? Javon, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I hear you, Chuck. You hear me?
Yes, indeed, man. Let's rock and roll. So, Javon, what we're going to do is we're going to have a conversation and we're going to let everybody else listen in. How about that?
Let's do it.
Let's do it, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen so you guys can have some visuals to follow along. All right. So this is what I realized, you guys. In the world that we're living in right now, the reason that most people are having those financial challenges is because we're set up on a plan designed to fail from the beginning. If you're not familiar with it, it's called the 40-40-40 plan. And all that means that we're expected to work 40 hours a week. We're expected to do that for 40 years. And then we retire. I'm sorry. Myself? Yep. And then we retire on 40% of your income. That's the 40-40-40 plan. Now think about it. If 100% of your income is not enough right now, how are we expected to survive off 40%? And we all know that system doesn't work because all of us know people that have worked 30, 40, even 50 years and they have retired, but they're still dependent on family, friends, or the federal government for simple survival. If you know somebody like that, give me the thumbs up. Let me see if that's just in my neighborhood, or do we all know some people that went through that category, that went through that system? And if they're going through that, I'm not saying they did anything wrong. That's how it was designed to win. That's how it was designed from the very beginning. Because there are 4 challenges that you have to overcome in order to create that financial success that we're all looking for. All right? So let me show you guys these 4 challenges. Very simple. Right? These are the 4 challenges: inflation, taxes, debt, and big business. These are 4 challenges we all have to overcome. Now, Javon, as you look at the screen, which one of these challenges do you think affects people the hardest? Which one was like the hardest one for you, maybe even for you to overcome?
Taxes. I have to go with taxes.
You're going to go with taxes, right?
Yeah,
well,
I'm
explain that to them. Like, what do you mean taxes? We all got to pay taxes. But
right? Man, because most people don't know that taxes take the first 1/3 of their income. and we call taxes the chainsaw massacre. So most people who work the job, they have their money taken off of the top. And I know a lot of people that can use an extra $200 to $600+ a month in this current state of the pandemic right now.
Wow.
So
okay.
taxes is big for me.
Tax is big for you, and that is huge. Let me say, and because people don't understand that when you get paid $100,000 a year, that means 30% of your income goes to taxes. That's like that's $30,000. That's a lot of money, okay? And it's very difficult to become financially successful when you're giving away 30 cents of every dollar you make. So what we're going to teach you guys is not tax evasion. We don't believe in that. What we believe in is tax efficiency. And let me tell you another challenge that happens with taxes, because taxes actually creates another challenge, which is debt. Debt is huge in our country, not only because it's part of the lifestyle that we're taught that it's okay to be in debt. But the book that I follow says the borrower is slave to the lender. So when you borrow money, that means you become a slave to who you borrowed it from. And we get caught up in that lifestyle because that's what they teach us. Think about it. If you want to buy a house, but you don't have the money, don't worry about it. Go get a loan. If you want to buy a car, but you don't have the money, don't worry about it. Get a loan. Everybody got a car note. If you want to go to school, but you can't afford that education, don't worry about it. Get a student loan. Everybody got student loans. If you want to buy those shoes, you don't got the money, don't worry about it. Put on the credit card. It's something that was programmed in us to pay it off later type scenario. And this is even how the banks get even worse. Because Javon just told you, I just told you that taxes kind of causes debt. Because think about this. If you want to get a loan for a mortgage and you go to the mortgage company, right, and the mortgage company says, look, how much money do you make? You say I make $100,000 a year. But guess what? You don't bring home $100,000 a year. But they give you that loan based on how much you make. If you go get a car, they're going to ask how much money you make. I say I make $100,000, but you don't bring home $100,000. Right? So they put you in a situation where you're not drowning, but you can barely keep your head above water. So what we're going to talk about is not just about minimizing debt. Let's just talk about 100% eliminating debt. Okay? And then another challenge that people don't even probably know exists is a challenge called inflation. Javon, why don't you tell them how inflation affects all of us, regardless of where we live or how much money we make?
Man, for those of you who don't know what inflation is, we call inflation the silent income killer. So say, for instance, you seen when this pandemic first happened that gas prices went low. So now that everybody's back driving, you see the gas prices rising now. That's inflation happening right in front of your eyes, and the gas pump is one of the places where you see inflation rising. Like, say, for instance, I went to the grocery store the other day. It's $9 for a gallon of milk. That's inflation right there. That's inflation right there. And the crazy thing about it, the business owners control the cost of goods and services, so you can't tell them how to set their prices. All you can do is just put your money in the things that outpace inflation.
There we go. And that's the key. That's what people don't understand is we can't control the business owners dictate the price of goods and services. So we have to, when they go up on their price, we should be able to go up on our income the exact same way. But what most people have a challenge with is someone else controls their income. We're going to help you with that, right? Then the fourth challenge is probably the hardest one to overcome. Is really because it's a mindset. We call it big business. Because big business has designed and programmed themselves. They spend millions of dollars to figure out how to get more of your money out of your pocket with advertising and marketing, and they have it set up as entwined in our lifestyle again. I'm going to give you an example. This weekend is July 4th weekend. People spend a little extra money on fireworks, a little extra barbecue, might have had some adult beverages that they had to participate in, you know. So, that's just me that do the adult beverages. Y'all looking at me like, right? So, so we do a little extra spending. But think, that's the month of July. Now, in the month of August, we're going to have back to school, right? In September, we have Labor Day. October, we have Halloween. That's an entire industry built on one day. In November, the actual holiday is Thanksgiving. But think about this. Corporate America created Black Friday. They created Cyber Monday. They created Brown Thursday, an entire weekend of nothing but spending money. And Javon, think about this. Do you know why they call it Black Friday? Anybody ever explain that to you? Let me explain to you why they call it Black Friday. Most businesses operate in the red, meaning they're operating not being profitable for most of the year. But that one day of Black Friday puts them in the black, meaning that one day that they strategically designed before the last month of the year puts them in the black. They could have made Black Friday any day.
True.
But why they choose it right then, right? In December, we got Christmas. January, we got New Year's. February, we got Valentine's Day. March, we got spring break. April, we got Easter. May, we got Mother's Day. June, we got Father's Day. And then we land right back here in 4th of July.
Wow.
Every single month.
Wow.
Now, somebody on the line just said, well, Mr. Hart, I don't celebrate all those holidays. Well, you at least do 6 out of 12. Right? And that doesn't even include birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, all the ways that we celebrate people. Now, to be totally transparent, I see nothing wrong with celebrating. As a matter of fact, I thoroughly enjoy it. Once you get to know me, you will know I turn up real quick. I love having fun. Right? But what I don't think is that we need to go into debt to show someone that we love them or that we are proud of them. So instead of the programming of spending additional money every single month, we want to put you in position where your money makes money every single day. Every single day. So you guys, those are the 4 challenges. And we talk about the challenges not to be negative. We talk about them because when you can see them, now you can address them. What most people are doing is putting their head down saying nothing wrong, nothing wrong, nothing wrong, and they're going to look up and there's a whole lot wrong. So we're taking a proactive approach and not a reactive approach because there is a strategy that anyone can implement to overcome these particular challenges. There's a strategy that anyone can work. Javon, tell them what the strategy is.
Income shifting.
Now explain to them what income shifting is.
Man, all it is shifting your money back to the original owner, which is you.
Which is you. Now, again, you guys, what we believe in is sales trump strategy. You got to have a strategy for your money. Because a lot of you guys is on the line right now, just because it's a Sunday evening, it's a holiday weekend, even though we got to go back to work tomorrow, you're on the line for a reason. You're probably an individual just like myself who always thought, look, man, I can make it happen. I'm just going to work harder. I'm just going to do more. I'm just going to go out there and make it happen for me and my family. But who's ever heard this phrase? The more you make, the more they take. And that's 100% accurate. So if you can't figure out a way to keep everyone from taking so much of what you're making, you're going to find yourself ice skating uphill all your life, right? So what we've done is partnered up with the company called MWR Financial. MWR Financial. And what they offer is a Financial Edge membership that gives you a team of financial experts, a team of people to help you become what we call financially fit, working through the income shifting strategy. Now, let me let you guys tell you why this is so important, especially in our community right now. Because we have right now about 31, 32 people on the line right now. All of us have different backgrounds. All of us have different occupations. All of us have different goals and different dreams. But we all have one very common objective. At the end of the day, we all want to be successful financially. If that's you, if you're on the line right now and you want to be successful financially, give me the thumbs up. Let me see who we're dealing with. Let me see who want to win, right? Okay, I see a few. So we know that we're meant to do something more than just work, pay bills, and die. Right? We have something more important to be here, but what we get caught up in is just trying to figure out how to pay the bills, just how to live. Let me help you with it because the income shifting strategy and what they have in place is a membership that lets the experts do the work. So let me show you what comes with the strategy with income shifting. So MWR, it stands for Making Wealth Real Financial. That's what it stands for, Making Wealth Real Financial. So MWR Financial. I love to tell people that so when they go do their due diligence, they look up the right company. Okay, so this is the membership that they offer. Now, the strategy of income shifting comes in 3 different facets. One, we have to increase your cash flow. The second thing we're going to do is help you generate business income. And the third is to generate investment income. Now, let's talk about cash flow first. The membership walks you through increasing your cash flow. So, Javon, when someone wants to increase their cash flow, they got to have three things that go down. What do we minimize to help them increase cash flow?
You got to minimize your taxes, you got to minimize your debt, and you got to minimize your expenses. When those three things go down, your cash flow automatically goes up.
Automatically goes up. Now, Javon, the question becomes, people ask, how do you minimize taxes, right? Everybody pay taxes, and guess what? Most of the taxes you pay, you cannot control. For example, we have a 7% sales tax here in Georgia. So if you go to a merchant and something costs $1, they're going to ask you for 107. You can't negotiate that. Right? If you drive your car on the highway, not just if you have a car, just to get your tags, every birthday you get a statement in the mail saying you have to pay your Avalon tax. Right? If you have property, if you outright own the property, every year you're going to still get a tax bill saying you have to pay this much in taxes. You can't negotiate those. But there are a few that you can negotiate, and we're going to show you how to maximize them. So to minimize taxes, we use the Money Max portion of our membership. Now, Money Max is our tax reduction strategy. Keyword is strategy because anybody can do it, where you now have unlimited access to certified financial planners. You have unlimited access to CPAs and to people that are certified with the IRS to help you become tax efficient. As a matter of fact, one of the strategies that they're going to teach you is how to properly adjust your W-4. Now, you might not be familiar with the W-4. You're probably more familiar with the W-2. But if you get a W-2 at the end of the year, that means you have a W-4 on file at your job. And the IRS has shared with us that 88% of the country has that form filled out incorrectly. 88%. So you get to work with an expert to help you get that form filled out correctly, and it gives you what we call an instant pay raise in our company. Okay? So Javon, explain to them, because I know you went through this process. Explain to them how it worked for you and the process you went through in getting that instant pay raise.
Man, when I used the Money Max pillar of the Financial Edge membership, all I did was do what the experts told me to do, and that was get my last 2 pay stubs from my job and my last tax return from when I filed my taxes. So once I sent that to them, in return, they sent me a correct W-4 form filled out correctly. So once I got that form, I turned that form into my HR department at my job, and that was I was able to put an extra $500 into my paycheck from my job without having to ask my boss for a raise. So I cash flowed $6,000 for the year.
All right. Just so people understood what just happened, you work with the experts, and they sent you a new W-4 form. How long did it take you to turn in the form?
I really just handed it to them, and they put it in the system for me. I just said, here's my W-4 form, and they said we're gonna put it in the system for you. And then when I got paid, it was an extra $500 in my paycheck from my job, and I didn't even have to ask my boss for it.
Did you have to ask him for that? Well, did you have to work any more hours for that $500?
Not at all.
Did you have to sell any product for that $500?
Not one product.
Did you have to recruit anybody for that $500?
Not one soul.
And it's been $500 ever since.
Like clockwork, Chuck.
Man, let's give it up. Y'all got to give them some hand clap or virtual clap or something. When you get an extra $500 back, and this is what it does. It gives you just a little breathing room. You guys, imagine how many people you know that's not necessarily struggling, right, but just barely keeping up, right? Could just use just a little bit of breathing room. And that's money that you already earning anyway. You just giving it to the government tax-free. That's when you see your paycheck, you got a gross amount and a net amount, and then you get grossed out by the net because they done took so much of your money, right? So we're going to show you how to put that money back into your pocket, okay? So that's how we minimize taxes. The next thing we're going to do is that you have a little extra cash flow, we need to minimize the debt. And our Equity Max system is our debt elimination strategy. Keyword is elimination, because minimizing debt is great, but let's just 100% get rid of it. And how the program works is you input all of your debt, every piece of debt that you have that can be paid off. So that not just including credit cards, that includes credit cards, mortgages, car notes, student loans, medical bills, anything that can be paid off, you put into the Equity Max system. And they're going to systematically show you a way to pay it off and pay it off in a reduced time frame. And I'm not just saying taking a 30-year mortgage down to 12 years. You can take a 30-year mortgage down to 8 years, right? Based on your situation. As a matter of fact, we have some testimonies of some people that's actually using this particular strategy. Okay, this is one of our business partners and rock stars on the team, you guys. Yes, Mr. Keeler is a rock star on the team. As you can see, once you put your information into the system, they give you a breakdown of what your creditors have, which is here on the left, and then they give you a breakdown on their plan, which is here on the right. It's a process called debt snowballing. Tequila was going to be debt-free in 12 years based on what the company or what their creditors had. Now she's going to be debt-free in 3. Debt-free in 3, right? This is another one of our business partners right here, right? Miss Charlotte Hudson, again, her creditors had her in a plan that would have her paying debt for 111 years. She's 40 years old. I don't want to put a business out there, but she's going to be 150 years old before she pay off all the debt that had been accumulated based on the creditor's plan, based on Equity Max plan, 2 years and 6 months. It's a process called debt snowballing. Right? Not sure if you're familiar with it, but understand it's amazing, but it's all based on your situation. Okay? So what we have to do is, once again, the new free is debt free. Imagine if you made the exact same amount of money that you make right now, but you don't owe anybody anything. How much easier is life right then? Okay? And then, of course, after you minimize the debt, let's talk about minimizing expenses. And the most consistent way to minimize your expenses is to increase your credit. Because when your credit score goes up, your interest rates go down. And our credit restoration program, or Credit Max, is the credit restoration program. We do not do credit repair. Credit repair is like putting a Band-Aid over a broken bone. We do credit restoration where we rebuild and enhance your credit. Now, Javon, I know you went through this process. We got started towards the end of last year. Why don't you tell the audience and the listening audience what they were able to do for you in the few months we've been working with the company?
Man, they've been able, Credit Max been able to do some amazing things for my credit score. So when I first started using the Credit Max pillar in November of last year, fast forward 2 weeks to December, after I uploaded my 3 credit reports, as the Credit Max expert told me to do, my credit score went up 100 points after 2 weeks of doing that. So fast forward to January of this year, my credit score shot up another 73 points. And then fast forward to March of this year, it went up another 35 points. And then in May, it went up another 70 points. So my credit score increased 278 points within like a 5-6 month span.
Wow. So 278 in 5 months.
That's crazy. Wow.
Yes,
Man, let me tell you guys, how many people do you know? Let's just be totally honest. Just think about this, because I love when people look at this opportunity for themselves, but think about how many people we can bless right now. How many people do you know that need help with their credit, right? Because right now we live in the land of the phony, fake, and flossing, where everybody thinks they got it going on, right? But lo and behold, they know they're in quiet desperation. Well, we can offer them a membership where they work directly with experts. We don't know any of their information or their business once they get their website established. And they now get to really get on a game plan where we can help them become, again, financially fit. So, again, Javon, let me tell you, 260, man, that's amazing. That's a great testimony right there, getting the credit increase that much, right? Because I'm going to let you know, too, because it's not people that might just have challenges with their credit. Okay, because I use the Credit Max system as well. My credit score was already about 770, right? And I was just following the game plan. I didn't even know they could do anything with it. But right now, they currently got me at an 817.
He got his
817, right? I'm going to let you know. I be told now, I ain't even know black people could have 800 credit scores. So let the experts do the work for you, okay? And then, of course, our last pillar, because once we got our cash flow in place, is now we have to really talk about creating wealth. And this is what I want to let you guys know. Regardless, if you decide to work with us in MWR or not, it might not be a good fit. We don't know yet. But just if you don't, all of us have to put ourselves in position where eventually we have our money working for us. Because regardless of how good we are at what we do, regardless how much money we make, eventually we're going to want to sit down, and we don't want our lifestyle to have to sit down as well. So all I'm saying is that eventually there will come a point in time in life that you will not be able to earn income. But there will never be a point in life that you don't need income. So our Wealth Max is our wealth generation program, where they help you generate wealth. Because the only way to truly create wealth is not you working for money. It's when you have money working for you. And, of course, they teach us about the stock market. That's great. But they also teach us things about land banking. They also teach us things about the private reserve account. So the private reserve account is an account where you can put your money and it grows tax-free. It's a place where you can put your money and it grows and you have access to it before you hit 65 or retirement. I know a lot of us right now have been investing in our 401k plan in our job for many, many years, right? Matter of fact, if you have an investment account or been using your 401k investing for many, many years, give me the thumbs up because you know that's what we're told to do, right? If you ever want to retire, you got to invest in the 401k, let them do the work. 401k is not a bad thing, especially if they matching your money. But guess what? It's not enough. Right? When it comes to retirement, you want to be sure, because of the 4 challenges, you want to be sure you have some other money growing in other places. So the private reserve account is a place where you can go and anyone can use it. All right? Another thing they teach us about is land banking. You guys, this is the game changer right here. Because land banking is purchasing land in the path of growth. Being able to purchase land where we know development is going to happen. It might not happen next year, but it's going to happen in the upcoming years, right? So that means, again, it's an investment, but it's sitting there. And if you ever want to get into real estate, if you ever want to get into real estate and then want the headache of being a landlord, land banking is something you have to learn about. And we have access to that through our MWR financial membership. It gives us access, again, to the experts. That's what we pay for. Okay? Now, Javon, I know everybody, since we've been talking, a lot of people are saying, man, I need this right now. I need to put this to work. What do I need to do? How much does it cost? And I'm sure they're thinking it costs a lot of money. And I can understand why they would think that way. But it doesn't. Why don't you let them know exactly how much it costs for them to get everything started and rock and roll?
It's $228 one time and $119 a month. That's $4 a day.
$4 a day. So, Javon, basically telling me you paying $4 a day to get an extra $500 back from your job every month.
Yes, indeed.
So you telling me you paying the same $4 a day, and that to that same membership, it got your credit score 278 points increase.
Yes, indeed.
The same $4 a day gives you access to the Wealth Max and the Equity Max to help you become debt-free and create wealth.
Them same $4. I'd rather spend it here than Wendy's.
There you go. Right? You can go get a combo meal, or you can create financial freedom for you and your family. So a lot of people even think, somebody's thinking, man, $4 a day, that's a lot. Man, that's a combo meal. Right? That's cheaper than Starbucks. I can't even take my daughter to Starbucks and spend $4, right? So what you got to understand is all about the mindset, because you're thinking that you're spending money. Let me help you with this. You're actually investing money. Because when you invest in something, you're expecting a return on that investment. And if your return is higher than your investment, then you're in a win situation. So just to be clear, Javon just told you he pays the $119 a month for his MWR business. But because he has an MWR business, and part of that business gives him immediate access to the Money Max and the experts, he gets an additional $500 from his job. Now, you don't got to be the sharpest tool in the shed to know if you can pay $119 this month and get $500 next month, that's a win-win situation. If you take that deal, give me the thumbs up. Let me see. If that sounds like a winning deal to you, let me see what we're dealing with, right? So we understand that, you guys. And, again, that's just one of the things that come with the membership. So let me go ahead and continue this too, because if you're looking at the screen, it says start your franchise with MWR, 4 core basic business, $228 and $119 a month. Because in addition to increasing your cash flow or expanding your cash flow, we also want to help you increase your income. All right? And just so we can just stop right here real quick. I know we got a lot of new people on the line. We got 30-some people. I'm going to see if this is possible without it getting chaos. Does anyone have any questions that I could take care of for them about the MWR membership? Any questions? I'm going to check the chat real quick. Javon, see if you've seen about any questions on now. Or if anybody got any questions, go ahead and shoot me your question right now, because I want to be sure we all on the same page as we move forward in this financial freedom that we're going through right now. Any questions on the membership?
I don't see any.
I don't see any. I don't see no hands up. Okay, Jamal, you know what that means? That means you're doing a great job, bro.
Somebody put how long has this been around in the chat? I just seen
Great question. The strategy of income shifting has been around for a long time. Okay, MWR as a company has been around for about 18 months. We've been involved with the company for right at 8 months right now. So right at 8 months, the company's been around. But the strategies have been around. They just weren't taught in our traditional education system. See, what we got to understand about our education system, which is great for what it does, right, for what it accomplishes, we got to understand education is subject specific. If you want to be a lawyer, you go to school and study law. If you want to be a doctor, you go to school and study medicine. You want to be an engineer, you go to school and study engineering. If you want to be wealthy, you got to study wealth. And even though I love my school, there was not a course called Wealth 101, because I would have took that. There was not Financial Freedom 506, because I would have took that too. That doesn't mean the information isn't available. So now that we have it available, we have it packaged so that anyone can implement it. Now we bring it to the masses in full throttle. All right, so that was a good question. Any other questions?
Another person put, how does this affect your taxes at the end of the year?
Great question. How does it affect your taxes? What we're doing is we're getting your money right now. That's pretty much all we're saying with adjusting the W-4. Because our tax system is not necessarily set up for us to get these big refunds that we're used to getting. The IRS last year stated the average refund was $3,500. So basically, that means you gave the government your money every single month, and then you waited at the end of the year to say, okay, let me get some of that back. And this is going to be the hilarious part. You're taxed on what they give back. And it was already your money. They tax you on what they give back, and you already earned it. But now you got to pay taxes on it? Because they know that a lot of people don't have this education. So our objective, or the Money Max team objective, is to have you at a point where you're not getting a whole lot back, but you don't have to owe anything. So they're going to make sure you understand all the ways of being tax efficient, especially what we're going to talk about when it comes to owning a home-based business, all the other benefits that you get. So instead of waiting at the end of the year, you're going to get that sent to you every single paycheck now. So now you can put that money to work for you. Because who can agree that you can do better things with your money than the government? If you agree, give me a thumbs up. Okay, perfect. All right. So, Javon, was that the last one you saw? Okay.
It says, so the next question was, so will I have to pay at the end of the year? Great
question. No. Again, the objective is not to have a big refund. You might just get back, $200-$300 instead of getting back $2,000-$3,000. But if you work the system the way that we're going to show you how to work it, you'll still get a little refund just because we're about to educate you on the benefits of having a home-based business. So let me explain exactly what that means, because again, if you see on the slide here, you're not just getting access to your MWR membership. You're also starting your MWR business. Yes, we are a business, and we are a home-based business. The best thing about having a home-based business, you get the benefits and the tax benefits of having a home-based business. So just so we're clear on what kind of business it is, because a lot of people are confused, all we do is financial education. All we do is educate people on how capitalism works, on how our economy works, right? And we set it up as a franchise model, right? So let's just think about McDonald's, because this is the thing when you purchase a franchise. You're not just buying an opportunity to sell a product or a service. When you spend $2.2 million on the McDonald's inside of 285, not including your real estate, you wonder how I know that. But when you spend that kind of money on a franchise, it's not because of the golden arches. That's just part of their system. You're buying a system of operations. So whether you buy a Big Mac in Brooklyn or you buy a Big Mac in Miami, you're going to get 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. That's a Big Mac. And they don't make it that way because that's the best tasting burger. They make it that way so that the person that sells the burger makes money if they sell it that way. It's a system. We have the exact same system in place. As a matter of fact, let me show you part of it, right? Do me a favor, because our system is just about exposing people to the information. And the best part about it is you don't have to be the one giving them the information. Matter of fact, look at the person that invites you to the call right now. Go ahead, take a look at them. You might have to scroll on the page a little bit, right? What is that individual doing? Let me help you out. If it wasn't Javon or myself, they ain't doing nothing. Right? They're learning how to do a presentation by watching us, but they're also building a business. Ask yourself a question. Can you do that? Can you invite someone to a webinar and allow someone else to give the information for you? That is part of our system. That's why we're growing the way we're growing. That's why we're building the way we're building. That's why people are having the success that they're having, because we're all following the exact same system. Okay? So let me show you exactly what else you get when you start your business. Because now that you get a home-based business, you get all those tax write-offs, right? So all the things that you used to doing anyway, they now become tax deductible. So Javon, I know currently right now you still work at your job. Why don't you tell everybody what you do? I don't know if you got a chance to share with everybody what you do.
I distribute medicine to hospitals for patients.
Okay, perfect. Now, what were some of the tax benefits that you learned about, or things that you could write off once you started your MWR business?
First of all, by me opening up a home-based business, Uncle Sam says, "Hey, Javon, you now have access to 475 tax deductions." So in other words, that means the bills that I'm paying for anyway and that I'm going to pay anyways is tax deductible now. So my mileage on my car, gas, car payment, square rootage of my home, cell phone bill, meals and entertainment, utilities, and the list goes on and on. You have access to 475 tax deductions just by owning a home-based business. So we call that anyway money on this side, because we paying for these bills anyway. So why not turn them into tax deductions?
Right, that's that anyway money, because we paying those bills anyway, right? And the only thing the government requires is that you do it the right way, and we're going to teach you how to do that, and that you track it. And with your membership, you get an app that you download to your phone that tracks all your expenses for you. So to keep that concept very, very simple, as a consumer, you have bills. As a business owner, you have expenses. Expenses are tax deductible, bills are not. So we show you how to take your existing bills and transition them into expenses. Now you become more tax efficient, and that's going to help you be sure that you're not paying the taxes at the end of the year once the experts go through your W-4. So that's going to take care of that question Gene had again. Being tax efficient is so important because you get to write off your lifestyle, all right? But now, of course, after we start writing things off, we also want to make some more money, right? We want to make some additional income. So let me show you guys that we get paid about 10 different ways. I'm going to show you about 3 or 4, and then we're going to jump off, okay? So if you want to see the money, because I know somebody said there's a way for you to make some money, give me the thumbs up if you want to see how we get paid, right? Let me see if you like the money. Oh, the money. Boom, boom, right? All right, so let me do this, right? So, Javon, just so we can keep this quick, right, why don't you tell me what way we get paid? Which way do you like most on how your checks come to you? What way do you like getting paid the most?
Oh, man, I like that daily pay, man. 5
you
o'clock
like the daily
is my
pay?
favorite time now. 5 o'clock is my favorite time now.
Okay, so let me explain to them exactly what the daily pay is, right? The company MWR guarantees they'll pay you a certain amount of money every day based on the size of your organization. Now, that dollar amount starts at $5 a day, and it grows all the way up to $1,000 per day based on the size of your team. So just to keep it really, really simple, right? Let's just say you know 3 individuals somewhere in the United States that can benefit from our program. The best part about what we do is the people don't have to live in your city or your state. They can be anywhere in the United States. Once those 3 individuals get started through your website, you're now in position to qualify for the $5 a day daily guarantee. Now, I know $5 won't retire anybody on this line, but let me ask you, but let's keep $5 in perspective. If you take $5 and you multiply it by 30 days, that's an additional $150 per month of additional income above and beyond what you get from your job right now. Simple question, would it help on top of what you're already doing? If it'll help, give me the thumbs up. Say, do you got a bill in your house that $150 can take care of for you? That's a bill you never have to worry about again, right? But it doesn't stop right there. Let's just say your team continues to grow, and your team grows from 3 people to 12. You have 12 people in your organization. Once you have 12 people in your organization, you now qualify for the $20 a day daily guarantee. $20 times 30 days is $600 per month. We just changed somebody's life right then. Right then. We just changed somebody's life. Right? An additional $600 a month above and beyond what you get from your job right now? Simple question, would it help? Right? Javon, why don't you tell them, how do you know you're getting your daily guarantee every single day? What happens every day to get you excited?
Man, I get a text message to my phone at 5:02 every day. Saying,
every day.
saying my money has been deposited into my account.
There we go. There we go. And it continues to grow. We got people right now on the line with us right now that are earning these bonuses. Right? Now, this is Lieutenant Colonel Larry Stewart. He's currently a lieutenant colonel in the military right now. He loves what he does for his country. He loves living in this country, but he also understands to be financially successful in this country, you need more than one stream of income. So he's currently qualified for the $30 a day daily guarantee, right? These few leaders on the team, Mr. Dondre Meeks and Anthony Clemens, are currently receiving the $20 a day daily guarantee. I just love bragging on people, so I'll just keep showing, right? This is Dez and Felicia McCoy. Both of them have they're a married couple, but both of them started their business independently. So Dez gets an additional $20 a day, and Felicia gets an additional $20 a day. That's $1,200 a month of additional income coming into their household. You guys, you got to understand that we out here making things happen with leaders out here making it happen. This is Dr. Sean T. Hill, just got onto the team about, I would say maybe 20 days ago, maybe 21. Already qualified for the $20 a day daily guarantee. Ms. Vonda Bell, one of our educators out there in Birmingham, right? Again, how many teachers do you know? Both of them are educators, but how many teachers that you know that do great loving what they do, helping raising our new leaders in our community, but don't get paid what they are worth? How can we help and bless them? Give them a business to earn some additional income, right? So again, that's just one way we get paid. Let me show you guys this other way we get paid. We also get a vehicle or mortgage payment bonus. Vehicle or mortgage payment bonus. It starts at $500 a month. The second tier is $1,250 a month. And the top tier is $3,000 per month. That's in addition to your daily guarantee. Now, Javon, do you think $500 a month can pretty much cover your car note?
Oh, yeah, it most definitely would, especially with my credit score increasing. You know, the interest rates go down. So
there you go. There you go, right? It all works together, right? How about $1,200 a month? Could that come close to taking care of the mortgage?
Yeah.
Right? How about we just go earn the $3,000 a month and just take care of all that? Could that take care of everything, including insurance?
Listen, it would take care of the car, the mortgage, and I still have money left over.
There we go, right? And we got people earning these bonuses right now. This is Miss Christy Howard. She's been working with the company for 8 months, currently qualified for the $1,250 per month car bonus. This is one of my good friends, Mr. Brian Bean. He's been working with the company for 8 months. All of us has been in 8 months at the most, right? And he's currently earning the $3,000 a month car bonus. You guys, let me tell you, this is real. And now I'll show you this last bonus. We're going to get going, right? Our presidential bonus. It's an additional bonus that starts at $500 a month, and it can grow all the way up to $100,000 per month. $100,000 per month. So whatever reason that we on this call right now, whatever you're looking for, some people are just looking for that, additional income. I mean, they got a good job, they love their job, but they need just a little breathing room, extra $300, $500 a month to change their life. As you can see, you can find that in our comp plan. Let me let you know, you can find that in our strategies. Right? Some people are looking for that, replacement income. I mean, they got a job that they would love to get off of, or they just got to let go of a job that they need to replace. As you can see, you can find that in our comp plan. And you got some of us that are going for that extraordinary income. I mean, we know that we got an opportunity right now with the timing that we're in right now. Everybody's in the pandemic. Most people, 70% of the country is still at home, and probably more are going back home, and they need a way to earn money from home. We have a viable solution for our community that we can now help them become financially fit, okay? So whichever reason y'all looking at it, hey, look, let's build and let's work together. We got leaders all across the country, right? And I'm going to share one more thing with you guys, just so I like to be transparent as we have these conversations, right? Let's be transparent. So this is my back office to my MWR website. This is my back office, right? And I'm showing you this to show you what possibilities are there for anyone that wants to make this happen, okay? So right now you can see the organization size says 124 people on the team, right? What does that mean? Here is my daily guarantee. They say I'm at star level 5 with my daily guarantee. I'm going to click the button and show you what it means. That means that we're currently at $100 a day, daily guarantee. The next tier is $150 a day, and we're 88% to making that happen. 88%. Okay? Also, we have this luxury car bonus, and that number just jumped up today, right? So it's saying that we're at 100% for the level 2. Let me do a little quick celebrating.
Congrats.
You know what I'm saying? Do a quick celebrating. Let me show you exactly what that means, right? So that means that right now we're currently for this month was at the $500 a month, and we just qualified for 100% to move to the next level of $1,250 a month. Thank you to the team, because that's team effort. That's not just myself. I really appreciate y'all. Let's keep going. Let's get everybody there. And then we have the presidential bonus, currently at $500 a month, 68% to the next level of $1,000 a month. Let me tell you why I'm sharing this with you guys, because I'm not sharing this with you to impress you. I'm sharing this with you to impress upon you that anybody can do this, right? But let's just say your story, not my story. This 8 months in. Let's say it takes you a year from now to do the exact same thing. What I did in 8 months, let's say it takes you a year. Let's say it takes you, if it took me 8 months, let's say it take you 18 months. 18, so a year and a half, right? But a year and a half from today, you have an additional $100 a month hitting your e-card. You have an additional $1,250 a month to pay your car note. And you have an additional $500 a month for your investment account. Key word I'm using here is additional, because you don't have to quit your job to do this. Guess what? I didn't. So you can keep doing what you're doing, but create that additional stream of income to give you that financial freedom, right? Now, every time we have these conversations, Devon, there's always 3 kinds of people. What's the number 3? What's the number 3 type person? What type person is that?
A number 3 person is like, I'm good, my credit is good, my money good, I don't need any of the services, but please refer someone to us, or refer them to either way it goes. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody else need this information out there. So if you don't need the services, I'm pretty sure you know someone else that need the services. So go ahead and be a referral and let us help them. So that's what a number 3 is, of someone that says, I'm okay, I don't need the services, I'm good.
Exactly. Now, the number 2 type person says, man, I love everything y'all talking about. That membership can help a whole lot of people, but is there a way I can get started, and I really just want to use the membership? meaning I'm not really into those home-based business things. I don't feel like I'm a salesperson, but I know I need some help with my credit, and I know I could definitely use that instant pay raise just to give me a little breathing room. If that's you and you just want to use the membership, I'm going to say yes. That is 100% possible. You don't have to do anything in the company. But if you just want to use the membership, meaning the Money Max for your instant pay raise, the Credit Max to help with your credit, our Equity Max to get the debt elimination, and the Wealth Max for the land banking, you can get started for our discounted rate right now. We got a discounted rate going for $79. So get back with the person that put you on the line. It's only $79 to get started and $79 to maintain. Get back with that person. Say, look, just text them a number 2. They're going to send you a link so you can go ahead and get your membership, and that means they can start working on your credit tomorrow. That means that you can have your instant pay raise before your next paycheck. All right? Then, of course, we have the number 1 kind of person. Number 1 kind of person is like myself, like Javon, like Dana, where we are serious about helping a lot of people create a better financial system for themselves. Right? Because not only are we excited about using the system for ourselves, but what we understand is if we want to come up, we got to bring our community up with us, the people around us. We want to see everybody win. If that's you, I want to say congratulations. Welcome to the family. Get back with the person that invites you to the call. Just text them the number 1. Let's keep it real simple. Text them the number 1. Right? They're going to send you a link so you can go ahead and get your business set up today. And because you start your business today, that means the bills you're paying in the month of July will now be tax deductible. The miles you drive in your car tomorrow can now be tax deductible. They're also going to set up a 3-way conversation with you, myself, and them, so we can also make sure that we put you on our game plan, our quick start game plan to get your business started right. Because we want to be sure that you know you're in business for yourself but not by yourself. So we want to see how much daily guarantee that you want coming in for your life that's going to make this significant for you. So be sure that we get connected on that 3-way call, because if you get to work with them, we're a family. You get to work with all of us. All right? So, now, Javon, did I miss anything?
Nah, you covered everything, Chuck.
Dana, how about that? Did I miss anything? You want to add anything on to this?
It would be an insult to add anything to this, bro. You killed it. You murdered it.
Hey, man. Well, look, we appreciate everybody getting on the call. We're going to see you guys on the beaches of the world, to see you at the bank, whichever one come first. All right, talk to y'all soon. Peace out.
Good night.
All right. Good job, Chuck. Thank you, sir.
Also,
Thank you,
Mr.
sir.
Hollywood.
Yeah,
All right.
Chuck,